Hey there, Angel of Galaxite, back with some more channeled messages. Gosh, I hope you're all doing well. Anyway, I'd just like to say a very, very big thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. Blessed, tenfold blessings back to each and every one of you. Also, how can you support my channel if anyone's interested in doing that? Would be to like, subscribe. Subscribing is free, guys. Share. It's great to hit the notification button so you know when I've got new content out, so you don't forget. And yeah, just any of those things would be great. Thank you in advance if you haven't done that so far. Right, okay, let's start, shall we? Now, just remember, Spirit works for us in mystical and mysterious ways. These messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. Could be your loved lost one, their loved lost one, sorry, or a situation around you or them. Anyway, if I say male or female, remember we have both aspects of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, right? And remember, souls can piggyback on one particular message, so that could be your loved one. Just edging in, you know, just want to put their little say in there, okay? Two penneth worth, as we would say. Right. What am I hearing here? So I'm hearing this loved one would usually think differently or act differently to most other people. Like to look for unique solutions to life's challenges and new situations. Been told she was unique and was proud of the fact she was a big thinker. Sometimes she'd like to go off on a tangent, which would actually leave people speechless and being shocked. Good heart though, and would have looked out for those who she liked or loved dearly. This soul's wanting to reach out to somebody called Lisa, alright? She wants you to know that she was with you when you woke up the other night, okay? That was between 2 to 3 a.m, I believe. There's a real feeling of waking up just like really disorientated, you know. But I'm told this was due to a nightmare. Also, this is a reoccurring nightmare. She's had this since childhood. She's wanting you to know, you know, give you a bit of comfort that she was there with you, just like she used to do, while staying over at your home. Okay, there's a bit of a suggestion to seek some type of help, because she's feeling this could be advantageous to be explored, let's say. Because there's a feeling, could be wrong, but there is a feeling that it's got nothing to do with this particular life's experiences. Could even be a former life. I mean, it's up to each individual, but it may be helpful, I'm being told, to go to a past life regressionist. But of course that's not for everyone, yeah. So you'll know who you are, because that won't be a surprise to you. Alright? There's some type of sisterly link with this message, because I'm not feeling blood related. There's a sense of playfulness and fun with this particular person. So just something about a vivid imagination. That would have made her childhood games so much more fun. Because her imagination, you know, as we've said before, was brilliant. Yeah. So as a child, she would end up, while being with you, like a magical fairy tale I'm being shown, you know. And this was every time you hooked up. So, okay. Just trying to get a bit more on that, but so basically she's just saying that you were fabulous, yeah. And she misses you dearly. And I'm even Sharon, Daisy, Mary, Isabel, Lily, Hannah, and the name Pearl, nice name. Okay. So take the names as they resonate and leave the rest for someone else. As I said, souls piggyback on one particular message. So if the names, dates, or some bits of the message don't really resonate, then the bits that do, just take that, because that's, you know, it could be for you. You'll know, you'll feel it within your own gut. Yeah. Okay. What have we got next, Spirit? Okay. Where are we going? Alright. So I've got Renee is wishing Alan a happy birthday and says that all is well and wants you to remember, when you're talking to me, you are not pulling me away. Alright. Just the same, we here on the other side are not limited, as we can be everywhere at once. I am always available for you, so carry on chatting to me as I am listening, as I always used to. Just got this feeling that there's, alright, I know this is a bit random, a knob on a cooker, which could do with fixing. And also, like, I'm seeing a plate drop to the floor, which someone was really upset about because there's a chip in it, and it's a nice plate you've got. So just something just for this person to, Renee, you'll know if that's happening to you anyway, or has happened to you, I should say. I think about the name Renee. It means reborn, I'm pretty sure. So, I think this individual is about to come back, reborn into a different body. Okay, and that's what they want you to know. Okay, it's fascinating. Thank you. So anyway, for all of you who don't know, I see signs and synchronicities, and this is the way that your loved ones like to connect with me to send a message. Sometimes it's like I'm a detective. The spirit will highlight things in my environment. It doesn't have to be anything exciting. It could be just a carton on the floor with something written on it, but it will mean something, and I will know, being very intuitive. And also the fact that sometimes it's highlighted it with light around it. So anyway, let's go, shall we? So what did I get today? So today I had 3 strategically, I can never say that word, sorry, placed books perched on top of a power box. You know, like waiting for passers-by to pick them up. Maybe they've just done a spring clean. When I'm filming this, it's spring. But just just as I was peering at these books and really taking a good look at them, a lady slowly walked by, and she had a tote bag over her shoulder which said, "Our work tells your story." So what am I thinking from that? This loved one could have been an author, or someone who worked in media, or an avid reader. Take it as it resonates, like I say, and leave the rest for someone else. I've just heard a thirsty for knowledge, and I'm hearing it could be you, or you may do, yeah. Okay. So later on I walked past a large stack of tribute newspapers, and also an empty food mixer box left out for refuse. And that actually said, "Explore your creativity." And then another tote bag, just in eyeshot, stated the word book yet again. But it's like book a day off, it said. So I feel this loved one sees you need some time to yourself. You need some time to relax as you are burning the candle at both ends, so to speak. Anyway, back to the book. So this loved one wanted me to keep looking at these books. And I noticed on the back side of one book was a sign that said, "He's in another beautiful world." So he's telling me he knows you often wonder where he is and what he is doing. He's mostly reporting back to family members, he's saying, on the other side of the veil. How you guys are doing from day to day. And there's a feeling, a lot of family like to take turns to help you out. Yeah. And I want you to know you are very well protected, whoever I'm talking to, and loved by spirit. I find it seems like there's a lot of spirit around you. And on the other book it said, "Who are you when no one is watching?" So maybe you have this work persona. You know, it's very different than the one you have outside of it. So your career may be writing about serious topics, maybe crime, as two of the books were crime novels. Okay, Inspector Clouseau. I've got this really nice fun energy around me now. Oh, I don't want to giggle, to be fair, yeah. And I'm told this is a side of you that you don't express very often, mostly at home when it's okay to let go. The author of this book is also the author of Normal People, another book. So I feel he's telling me you were just a normal, loving family with great careers and had a lot to live for. But alas, it was his time to leave and go home. On the back of the second book, I was sitting half asleep in the back of a taxi, remembering strangely that wherever I go, you are with me, and so is he. So that's what that was saying. And that as long as you both live, the world will be beautiful to me. So that was on the back of the book, so that may mean something. So what am I getting from this? Is that you have a son, that's what I'm feeling. Maybe 9 years old, could be a bit out on the age. And this is a partner that passed around 3 to 4 years ago. Trigger warning, I'm feeling cancer. But it's not just any kind of cancer, it's quite a rare form, I'm being told. And because putting pieces together, this book is about mysterious cases. there just could be some unanswered questions about his illness and the way he passed. I was, feeling that strongly. But anyways, bringing in this wonderful energy now. He would have been a hands-on father, and he would have been so happy to have a son. He loved him to bits. He may have called you Angel, as I'm hearing, Angel. And what was strange was one of the book titles had snow on it, so winter time may be relevant to this gentleman. And one of the books was something to do with angels too, so so I'm feeling light brown hair, but quite a lot of it, And he would have been really good at organising and planning things well ahead of time. Everything would be covered. And it'd be great if it was, he was planning a trip. These trips, holidays, would have been both fun and educational. Excuse my throat. October seems relevant. And also Leo and Pisces star signs. Right, the names I've got with that are Sally, Kate, Jade, Cameron, Simon. Remember, if your name's not there, it doesn't mean the message is not for you. Liam, Dickie, Anne. Okay, thank you for that. Right. Okay, so what have we got next? Right. Look, Spirit would like to remind us all that the shock of bereavement is one difficult experience that can affect our state of mind a great deal. It can even take us to a different state of consciousness that may be our own personal form of hell. So this is for someone who's feeling numbness, a feeling of limbo. That state where you're feeling safe as we do not unsafe, as we do not look back or forwards. Okay, it's a haven away from normality, I'm hearing. However, even this mental void, something is nagging away at you to get back on track, back into life. I suppose that when I said, no, I'm just getting corrected, I'm really sorry, you were feeling safe. But I thought it was unsafe. That's a bit confusing, but alright. So you might be feeling like you're walking one step behind your body at the moment. You're thinking maybe out of sync with people and places you encounter. You might be feeling you're more aware of what they are thinking rather than what they're saying, stuck in a world of thought. When I think about that, it's really similar to how I feel as a medium in an altered state of consciousness. In order to have a stronger link to spirit, this is how I become in tune with subtle atmosphere. So this passed on loved one who is just teetering on the edge here, he wants to jolt you out of this way of being. So if this means something to you, he's talking to you. As it is Time to start living again, loving again, feeling joy and happiness again. No more disconnection. No more being alone in your grief. So I have Kay, Dan, Steph, Beverly, Sheila's very coming in strong, Valerie, and a Cameron again. That's interesting. 2 Camerons today. Okay, alright, thank you. Alright, so my song today, Never Be the Same Again. So for all of you who don't know, Spirit will come through with a message within these song lyrics, okay? So this loved one in spirit realizes that you feel you'll never be the same again. So you may have been the person who would call you up whenever things went wrong. He'd always be there for you, to offer a shoulder to cry on. So the lyrics, in case you are wondering, he does know that you have finally taken that forbidden step, but there's some regrets and guilt as you think you are moving on way too fast after his crossing over to the other side of the veil. Come on, nothing ventured, nothing gained. You have a lonely heart that needs to be loved. I do feel the same. You need to start loving and living once more. I know you won't forget me, so stop worrying. I'm happy for you. Please relax and enjoy you deserve to love and be loved. So I'm getting the feeling that you were friends first, and then came the intimacy later on. Because it's such an acknowledgement that losing him meant that things would never be the same again, just like the song. How could they be? But it doesn't mean you have to give up on love. It is up to you to start again. It's just the beginning of a new phase in your life, not the end. No, we will still be as close as before. Nothing will change. That, as love does not die. I don't know why, but there's talk of time after his departure. And you needed him so much more. And he didn't care that anyone else, that anyone else was saying. Just you and he. Never anyone else. So it seems like he shut everybody else out there and was really wanting just him. I'm hearing, but sometimes it seems completely forbidden to discover those feelings that you keep so well hidden. There's no competition. It will be another extension of yourself to give love to another. Obviously that's in time, not straight away. You have to go through everything you need to go through. Hash out all these emotions and feelings. Pain and anguish. And render my condition, though seems improbable, it's not impossible, for a love that could be unstoppable, even though I'm not carnate. A fine line between fate and destiny. Do you believe in the things that were just meant to be? When you tell me the stories of your quest for me, as our energies mix and begin to multiply. So this is part of the song, remember. Everyday situations, they start to simplify. So things will never be the same between you and I. We intertwined our life forces, and now we're unified. So believe that the love you should never be contained. But there's a real willing you to go on and make some other person feel as whole and blessed as he was. You know, the love you had between you was everything. So he wants you to hear what he's saying. As the lyrics say, your mind frame never changed till you became rearranged. It's not a secret anymore. Now we've opened up the door. And starting from tonight and from now on, we'll never ever be the same again. With that, I've got October 1999. May be relevant, may not, but just take it as it resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Number 18 seems relevant, or 1 or an 8. Initials J and M, T and M, S and J. I'm hearing Ian very strongly. They're putting an I between the A and the N. Okay. More, Bailey, J and H, S and P, A and a C. Okay. Right. Okay. So I've got a gentleman coming in telling me that he would have liked the wind at his back, but he now wants to direct that wind towards you. He wants you to exceed everything that you try, you know, your goals. Although right now they may seem out of reach. There is so much encouragement heading your way. You know, when I think about that phase, I like to think of it as a gentle tailwind pushing you forward. He's wanting this journey to become easier and more efficient so that you can succeed. So watch for signs that appear randomly, thoughts which begin with the word you, for instance. And then you know you wouldn't say that to yourself, would you? But sometimes there'll be a need to step back with one area in your life. But once you see the idea from, I'm being told, a different angle, then it will make more sense. It'll be like this light bulb moment that goes off. I have the number 13 with this, or a 1. Sorry, or a 4. Or a 3, yeah. And June seems relevant. September and December. I have the name John. Candy, okay. Letitia. Mandy. And Susan with that. Okay, thank you. Alright, so some words for today. Each day life brings along moments for us to reflect, look inside and choose if we want to continue living the same way or make the necessary changes to enrich our lives upon this earth. Look closely at the opportunities this experience of loss affords you and take advantage of them. You will never have the advantage of being in this space again. So that's something to remember. Our angel number today is 441. The angels and archangels say that your thoughts are manifesting rapidly into material form. So be sure to only think about your desires. Ask the angels to help in staying positive. And we've got, be not afraid of your own greatness, but allow us to mirror it to you during our communications. And that is 215. And the words today are very short words. Our hearts will always remember what our hands can no longer touch, And our lives will always have moments when we are missing them so very much. All right.